The Pomodoro Technique. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Work on one thing only. When the timer ends, take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times, then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. Your brain commits easier to a short, defined window than an open-ended work session. The break isn't a reward, it's a reset. Think of each 25-minute block as a contract with yourself. Small, manageable, non-negotiable. Over time, these blocks stack into hours of genuine deep work that an unstructured day never produces. Environment design. Your environment is either protecting your focus or destroying it. Phone on your desk, even silent, reduces your cognitive capacity. Move it out of the room entirely. Close every tab you don't need. Clear your desk. Princeton neuroscientists found that physical clutter directly competes for your attention and raises stress hormones. Your workspace sends your brain a signal before you even sit down. A cluttered desk says chaos. A clean desk says work. Design your space intentionally. You are not just organizing objects, you are programming your brain's default state. The 2-hour rule. Your brain has a peak performance window of roughly 2 to 4 hours in the first half of your day. This is when your prefrontal cortex, responsible for deep thinking and decision-making, runs at full power. Guard these hours. No emails, no meetings, no social media. Put your hardest task here. Most people waste their best hours on their easiest work. Checking messages and scrolling feeds feels productive, but it costs you your sharpest hours. Protect the morning like it is the most valuable asset you own, because for your brain, it is. Sound design. Complete silence doesn't work for everyone. Low to moderate ambient noise around 70 decibels can boost focus and creative thinking. That's the noise level of a coffee shop. Lo-fi music, brown noise, and ambient soundscapes work because they're consistent. Avoid music with lyrics. Avoid heavy beat changes. Keep it steady and low. Your auditory environment shapes your mental environment. The right background sound creates a kind of acoustic tunnel. It drowns out the unpredictable and gives your brain a steady, neutral backdrop to work against. The brain dump. Before starting work, take a blank page and write down everything on your mind. Deadlines, worries, random thoughts, all of it. Your brain is a processing system, not a storage system. Holding too much information while trying to focus slows everything down. The brain dump clears your mental space, so full attention goes to one thing. 5 minutes of writing before you start can save you an hour of distracted, fragmented work. You are not wasting time, you are making room. An empty mind and a full page is the ideal starting point for any deep work session. Single tasking. Multitasking is not real. Your brain rapidly switches between tasks, and every switch costs time, energy, and depth. Stanford research found that regular multitaskers are worse at filtering distractions, worse at memory, and worse at switching tasks efficiently. One task, one window, one goal. Write it down before you start and keep it visible. Doing 2 things at once means doing 2 things poorly. Depth only comes from sustained attention. The most productive people are not doing more, they are doing less, better, and with complete focus on what is in front of them. The 23-minute rule. University of California research found that after a single interruption, it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully return to deep focus. One notification, one conversation, one tap switch, 23 minutes gone. Knowing this changes how seriously you protect your focus window. Turn off all notifications during work sessions, not just mute them, turn them off. Every interruption is not a small pause, it is a full restart. When you understand the real cost of a 2-second distraction, protecting your focus stops feeling extreme and starts feeling completely necessary. Hydration. Your brain is about 75% water. Even 1 to 2% dehydration reduces attention, cognitive performance, and short-term memory. Keep water on your desk. Not coffee, water. It is the cheapest and most ignored focus hack available. Coffee creates energy spikes followed by crashes. Water keeps your system running at a baseline level of efficiency all day long. Most people reach for caffeine when they feel foggy, but the fog is often dehydration. Drink before you feel thirsty. By the time thirst hits, your performance is already declining. Movement. A 10-minute walk increases blood flow to the prefrontal cortex and boosts focus for up to 2 hours afterward. You do not need a gym or a long workout. 10 minutes. That's the entire investment. Your body and brain are not separate systems. Sitting still for hours does not preserve your energy. It drains it. Movement is not a distraction from work. It is preparation for it. Build short walks into your routine between work blocks and watch your mental clarity sharpen in ways no app or supplement can replicate. Sleep. No focus hack compensates for poor sleep. 17 hours without sleep produces cognitive impairment equal to a blood alcohol level of 0.05. You cannot think clearly, filter distractions, or retain information on 5 hours of sleep. Sleep is not laziness. Sleep is maintenance. Every system in your brain, memory, attention, emotional regulation, decision-making, depends on adequate sleep to function. You can optimize your environment, your schedule, and your diet, but if you are not sleeping, you are building on a broken foundation. Sleep is not the last priority, it is the first. Implementation intentions. Research by psychologist Peter Goldwitzer found that people who plan exactly when and where they will do a task are significantly more likely to follow through. Don't just say, "I'll work on this today." Say, "I will work on this at 9 a.m. at my desk for 30 minutes. Specificity turns intention into action. Vague plans produce vague results. When you assign a task to a specific time and place, you remove the decision fatigue of figuring it out in the moment. The plan is already made. All that's left is to execute it. Attention residue. When you switch from one task to another, part of your attention stays on the previous task. This is called attention residue. The cleaner your task transitions, finishing one completely before starting another, the sharper your focus on the next task. Avoid leaving tasks half done whenever possible. This is why jumping between projects feels mentally exhausting. Your brain is not fully present anywhere. Close one loop before opening another. Completion is not just satisfying, it is neurologically necessary for clean, sharp focus on whatever comes next. Working together. What makes these hacks powerful isn't using one, it's understanding how they work together. Your environment removes temptation. Your schedule protects your peak hours. Your brain dump clears mental clutter. Your body stays sharp through water, movement, and sleep. And your systems, Pomodoro, single tasking, implementation intentions, give your focus structure. None of these work in isolation as powerfully as they work together. Start with 2 or 3. Build from there. Focus is not a personality trait you either have or don't have. It's a skill built one habit at a time.